leftstickrightstick back again with another chapter of Journey for the Red Druid's adventure. Red Druid looks up and sees that he's in a tower, an ancient tower, clearly untouched for eons, with lots of sand building up, with little dunes inside this tower. He looks around and he notices a shrine. A Red Druid, now known as Red, slowly heads towards the shrine, looking around as he goes, shouting out to see if there's anyone nearby. Sadly, there is not. No one is nearby, but he notices some carpet birds, but they're trapped inside the central pillar. He calls out to them, but they cannot do anything. They're trapped. So all Red can do is walk over to the shrine and see what there is for him there. Feeling helpless, unable to help those carpet birds escape. Upon praying at the shrine, he notices that depicts a druid on top of a mountain looking out. And as he does so, a great golden miasma floods the tower. And he notices some carpet birds now swimming in the distance in this wonderful golden glow. It seems to be granting Red power. And he swims around, and there's another Red Druid joining Red on his adventure as they fly towards the platform. They greet each other, but then Red flies off, noticing a power glyph, and he absorbs its power to extend his scarf even more. He looks over towards his new companion, who heads back to also get the power glyph. Red investigates the side where these platforms are connected. There's nothing here. He shouts out, "Is there anything here?" But no, nothing. He looks around. They only just support the platform above the great miasma. This golden flood of miasma. He doesn't know what it is, but Red calls out to the carpet birds to give him more power to fly between these platforms. As he makes his way up the tower, his new companion follows him on, and he sees, as he makes his way up, another war shrine. Clearly, Red must make his way up the tower, visiting the shrines as he goes along, to bring up the level of this golden flood. What does this war shrine show? It shows a pair of druids heading towards the ruins, just like now he has a pair. He has his little companion. They float around as if swimming in the miasma, and they notice all these carpet beings in the distance. Some carpet rays, carpet jellyfish. But wait a second, there is a platform in the central pillar. He walks over to it. He cannot see any of the carpet birds trapped before, but he carries on swimming around to investigate. This golden miasma gives Red all the power he needs to swim and fly around. He uses the help of the carpet jellyfish to fly further up, making his way between jellyfish to approach the next wall shrine as he makes his way up the tower. But wait, he notices another power glyph hidden in the corner of his eye. He floats over, and it's hidden behind a wall. He walks over, collects another power glyph to once again extend his scarf, and now he can fly even further and for longer. He flies back towards the jellyfish, hopefully gaining power just before, yes, he makes it. Just before his power ran out, he managed to make it to the jellyfish, and he flies back towards the war shrine. He has a little trouble flying around underneath the platform of the war shrine, but he still makes it nonetheless. Calls out and prays at this war shrine, and he depicts the tunnel that seemingly what Red had been through just before, facing the stone dragons. Red was beginning to think, are all these shrines depicting his journey up until now? And as he swims along, he notices a great carpet dragon swimming. Red tries to ride the carpet dragon, but the carpet dragon just seems to be swimming in the great golden miasma. But he dives out, and Red notices there's a glow in the middle and central pillar. But he still tries to ride the dragon, helping him float along. But then he notices that's the side entrance. He must go towards the central pillar and collect what seems to be another power glyph. He approaches, he notices, yes it is, absorbing his power as he runs along, hoping to catch the red dragon as he passes. The red carpet dragon just seemingly playfully flies around and swims around, but then he notices, wait, just there is the next war shrine. He doesn't need the great golden dragon. He thinks, he tries to make it along, but he doesn't seem to have enough energy, so he falls back down to ride the great red carpet dragon. It swims around, and it seems like Red has lost his companion. His companion is nowhere to be seen. The carpet dragon seems to be disappearing into the side wall, but then comes back out. Oh, and there's his companion. Companion is back. Red seems to have missed his ride, going too far ahead of the carpet dragon. They both casually just stand on the carpet dragon as it takes them towards the shrine. Meanwhile, Red ponders, what do all these shrine carvings mean? Why is it depicting my journey? Is everything that I've been through so far? All my experiences are all carved here. And look, again, this was as if the carvings knew what had happened on his journey. Again, the tower floods even further, helping him up towards the next shrine. He notices some platforms with bridges, just like the bridges he found in the desert at the beginning, where he and another fellow companion druid had flown across in the desert, creating these carpet bridges. Similarly to that earlier on his journey, the carpet is joining and making a path for Red to fly across up to the next shrine. He flies up, eager to see what awaits him, and his buddy, his newfound buddy, flies along with him as they land at the next shrine. He prays, and what is there in this shrine? The true druids descend the great mountain, or a mountain, towards the city. Power. And look, it seems like this is the last shrine. At the top of the central pillar, they fly towards it. And it looks like it is at the top of the central pillar is a shrine with the stone druid. Here, they shout out and pray. They look around this tower to see what there is. And the side walls seem to depict the carvings that are in the wall shrine in that pillar below, depicting his journey up until now. Red was confused. Why is his journey here? And as he looks around, he starts to pray and looks around. The walls and ceilings start to fill with power of the glyphs. It starts to glow. And all the glyphs start being absorbed towards Red. And as he slowly ponders, he sits down to meditate as the glyphs imbue him with more power. Once again, the great white elder druid greets him in his meditation and tells him the story. He tells Red to look around. This is the story of red druids. Like your buddy that is joining you, and all red druids, they must go on a journey through the desert, across the carpet bridges, They will meet companions along the way as they go through these ruins, and they'll make their way down into the tunnels of the old city ruins. And they will face stone dragons, and they will climb this tower, and on top of this tower they will be greeted with storms, windy storms, as they go towards the great mountain top, where he must go. Red stares at the journey that awaits him, and he notices that there will be a struggle in the next section against the battling the winds. And then they both look towards their goal, the great mountain top. That is where Red must go to. Red starts to worry about the next portion of his journey. But nevertheless, he must venture on, as he now knows the purpose of the Red Druids and what they must do. He takes one last look at the tower around him that he had managed to scale up. His druid buddy had already left. And then he goes off, worried for his battle against the winds. So I hope you guys enjoyed Red scaling the tower. I hope you click that like button below if you like this story. And don't forget to subscribe to LittleBigPlanet to find out what greets Red next.